I was talking to a Gen X guy I know in his mid 40s, and he was telling me of his awesome plans for retirement. They wanted to have a couple of homes, one in a different country, and he was planning, he and his wife, to chase the summer all year long in their retirement. And then he asked me, like, what age did I think best for him to retire? He was hoping to retire early. And I said, that sounds so amazing. How are you budgeting for those plans? And he looked like a deer in headlights. And what I saw in his face was, that's so far away. What do you mean we're saving for the future? I haven't even really thought about it, was what his face said. And so I went into coach mode. I tried not to. I know I annoy my friends to death, but I said, unpanic your face. This is all really good news. Like, you get to go home to your wife and start talking about the future. I mean, what is more romantic than tackling a plan together? Am I right? Right? It's fun. It's what we are meant to do together. And so I suggested that he start talking about what is it that we actually want and start budgeting it now. So this is only good news for them. They can plan together, create a dream, and design their life by starting backwards. So having that conversation got me thinking, and I wanted to pop in here and talk about why for Gen Xers, planning backwards is very important. As your retirement life coach, I wanted to say that for Gen Xers, we don't budget like 20-year-olds anymore. We've done the stop having lattes, stop getting our nails done, stop Netflix and all those things. We know how to do that. We have been doing that for years. And we are pretty good at that. But what we are not necessarily good at is pausing and realizing that we have big dreams and we need to take the time to think about them, plan for them, and as I said, plan backwards. So before you start crunching the numbers, start with the vision. That looks like this. You basically sit down and think about, and if you have a spouse, you talk about what is it that we want at the end of that path in the woods. What is there for us? What is our retirement dream? What things do we want to accomplish? What are we willing to compromise on? Some of you may decide that you would rather retire a little early than you have to maybe give up that boat. What does retirement look like for you? Do you want to work a part-time job? Do you want to have your feet up in a hammock on a beach in Cabo? What is that for you? Is it travel? Is it a peaceful life around your grandkids? For some of you, getting your house repaired, like that's one of the things I want to do, is get my place redone so that I don't have to worry about a leaky roof or any of those things as I get older. I also may or may not want to go to Korea to have my arms plastic surgery. Maybe I shouldn't say that online. But anyway, that's something I'd like to do. Probably something I will compromise on and not do. But those are the things. I want to have a kitty cat fund. I had some wonderful kitty cats for 18 years, and their expenses at the end is partly why I keep talking about how much debt I had. You know medical debt, if you have ever had pets. It's terrible. But I want to have a little fund that will get me through if I get a couple more kitty cats in the future. I mean, that sounds crazy to plan for cats, but if you've ever had long-term pets, you know they are expensive. And I don't want to be an old lady, and I've seen them in the vet's office that are struggling to pay for their kitties' bills. And oh, I don't ever want to be that guy. Wow, I've told you too much right now about me. Okay, back to being about you. So starting with the vision, and for some of you that's going to feel really weird visualizing, it's a little woo-woo, but if you need to, take a piece of paper and write down some of the things that you think you'd like to be and do and live in the future. Once that vision is clear, what is it going to take to make that vision and that future possible? And sometimes I just sit with my paper and my pen, and I actually the other day pulled up my Social Security benefits at this age, this age, this age, and we'll talk about a little bit more about how to do that. But sometimes I just want to pull up my TIA-CREF, see what that is and what it's projected to be, and that helps me to decide, oh wow, I need to start a YouTube channel, or I need to really stop doing my nails. I know I keep saying the same thing. I'm a little bitter about the nails. Anyway, these are the things I've decided for myself, and I want you to take the time to do that. So visualize. If you need help with budgeting, simple budget thing, I have a free budget planner. It's 16 pages of charts and stuff. I'll link it below, and it's absolutely free. So you can have that. And I do have on my site a vision board activity. That is a few dollars, sorry. But it is on my site. It is also, it's a lot of what we just discussed. It just walks you through a little visualization and how to think about each of the categories in your life and what you want. We do this in my coaching all the time. We spend a great amount of time talking about our vision of retirement and actually the definition of retirement and what that means to each of us. And it is different, right? You want something very different than me and my Korea arms and cats. Wow, I sound fun. We all have a different thing that is important to us. If you'd like me to do a video on how to walk clients through a plan backwards visualization exercise, please let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to do that. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm more of a clarity coach. I help you rediscover what's important to you and make that dream a reality. Together, we're building a life we love. I'm Gen X Missy reminding you that if you start now, we can retire happy.